To paint this, I'm using silk paints, which are like Seta silk paints, and also Dynaflow. Some of them, whichever color you want, you can choose. And I have this palette here. This is a um, alcohol ink palette, but you can use any palette. And I'm using a dropper. I'm going to add a couple of drops of red. You won't need much, so if I want later, I'll add more. I'm going to use red for the flowers and green, or you can mix yellow and blue to make green. So I'm just having a couple of drops of green, and I'll see as it goes as to what other colors I need. Right now I'll just do the flowers. I also need some water. So right now I don't think I have any water here. I'm going to get some water. So I have some water here. I'm going to use a pipette and then add some water onto a couple of holes here. You usually want clean water, so I'm trying to keep some so that I can use it when required. Now I'm going to take a very thin brush. I'll use this brush. It's a number 1 liner. So I want a gradual change of the color from dark to light. So I'm going to add little water towards the tip of all the branches. Sorry, of all the petals in the flower, so that the tips are lighter. And then I'm going to add red towards the bottom. Then as it goes up, it blends with the water and like it lightens. So as you are filling up the petals of the flower, you start from the darker color towards the base and lighter color towards the tip. So for lighter color, I dip my brush in water and apply a little water to the tips. And then where the two of them join, that there is the lighter color at the tip and the darker color at the base of the petals. At the place where they join, you blend them. If you add more water and it goes over the line of the guttas, then the colors are going to bleed. You need to fix it, but in this case our background is going to be darker, so it's going to cover it up. So the line here is very thin. So before we do the background, I'm going to fix this with the Gutta. I am doing this to prevent the background color from seeping into the petals. Now let's paint the leaves with green, and then I'm adding a little of purple on the bottom side of the leaves for shadows. And you see in one of the leaf it's come out. That for us in this case it's fine because our background is going to be a darker color and it's going to cover it up. As the background for us is purple and the stems are very light, I'm going to make it darker with a brown. So I'm taking the Seta silk brown, a couple of drops, and then painting the whole stems with that color. Here just one drop is more than enough to paint the whole stem. Next, I'm painting the background with purple. To make the edges darker, I can make it little more of the mix red and blue. It will become a darker color. Red and purple. Add a little of the brown towards the edges. And then blend it. When you place this painted silk in the greeting card, the borders, the white borders which are seen here won't be visible. But I'm just filling it up with red here. The painting looks darker now as the paint is wet, but once it dries, it becomes lighter. Some of them, the shadows, I'm just adding a little of it here and there to make it a little darker. So let it dry and then we'll frame it.